Hey, it's Danielle. Welcome to the free video. So I wanted to get started talking about earnings next week. I know it's a little bit early. It's Friday after options expiration, but options expiration is over and our next pair of opportunities is going to come from either the run into earnings, which we're pretty much already in, or actual earnings trades. And McDonald's is one of my first trades that I want to look at. It's one of my first tickers because it's one of my favorite relative strength names within the discretionary sector. And more importantly, because it has traded higher after earnings reports the majority of the time. So typically when I'm looking for an earnings trade, I want something that, obviously the actual fundamentals are important, but for me, I particularly like to look at the reaction because that's what I'm trading. So if you can see these bubbles right here, these are going to show you if the stock typically moves up or down and by how much. And so over the course of the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 10. Normally I use 8, but that's fine. 10 is fine. You have 8 out of 10 times that this thing has traded higher after earnings. And it normally trades between a range of 66 cents and on the high side, $6.39 with an average of about, I would say, $2 to $4. So when I'm looking at this, I'm looking for a potential earnings trade. Trading is about probabilities, so I stick with the probability, and for me, that's higher. Especially because if you look at this ticker, you have a situation where the last 3 quarters it's reported positively, it's traded higher after the report, and now it's trading lower over the course of the past couple months. So you could get a situation like Netflix where you're in a downtrend and doesn't look so great. But then the earnings report comes out and yay, everything looks better suddenly. So I am looking at this for a bullish trade. I'm not going to get into the actual trade now, obviously, because it's Friday and the market's closed, but here's what I'm looking at. So Monday, and who knows where we're going to be trading at on Monday. But essentially my goal here is to at least target this upside area of resistance. So we have area of resistance between, let's call it 210 on the very close side and then 215 up a little bit higher. Now what I like to do is I like to combine that with my market maker expected move. Now this number is not going to be here just yet. It'll probably populate next week. But what I'm looking for is I want to see that market maker expected move. And let's say, for example, the thing is $5. Okay, let's say it's $5. So, and let's pretend we're trading at 208 right now. And the earnings are tomorrow. Well, what I would like to do is I would like to overlay and say, okay, well, if the expected move is $5 and you're trading at 208, let's call it 212. And then, hey, guess what? Where is the overlapping area of resistance? It's right in here between 210 and 212. So that gives me a nice target area for potentially a bullish butterfly. And then also a put credit spread. So it depends where it's trading right before the earnings report. If, for example, you're trading down on these lows, then that's typically a better spot to place a put credit spread down at support. It's also a better spot to place a bullish butterfly because you have more space for your trade to actually run higher. If in fact it's trading right up at 215 directly before the report, then that's an instance where, I would look to do something more with this potential resistance and maybe even an upside target. So it's hard to say right now, but essentially what I'm going for here is that I'm bullish McDonald's. I would like to target at least 210, 215 if I can, depending on the closing price on Friday. Definitely looking for a bullish trade. It'll have to alternate between either a put credit spread or a call butterfly, depending on where the price is trading. But beyond that, we'll go over this for sure in the trading room on Monday. I'll let you know what I'm doing. And beyond that, I'll see you in the next episode.